guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I felt just like sitting down and talking about products. So I racked my brains and thought, what haven't I done? And I thought I do quite a lot of top 10 under £10 videos, but I don't tend to do top 10 high-end product videos. So I'm going to start this as one video, which is my top 10 beauty products. Holy grail, worth the money, worth the hype, whatever. My favourite 10 high-end beauty items. And if you do like this video, let me know in the comments below if you have any other suggestions of kind of high-end versions of the top 10 series to make. So I'm going to start with bases, and the first one is actually not spoken about very much on YouTube, but it's one of my personal favourites, and I don't think there's anything else like it out there. It's from Shiseido, and it's their Sun Protection Liquid Foundation with SPF 30. It doesn't actually claim to be waterproof, but it says it's very water resistant, which it really is. This has a really good medium to high coverage. It has a really beautiful kind of luminosity about it as well, and it stays on so well. I have yet to encounter a waterproof foundation on the high street that works in the way that this one does, and I really think it's worth the money. The other one I speak about 24/7, so I'm not going to dwell on it too much. It's Chanel's Vitalumiere Aqua Foundation. A lot of people love this. It's a very lightweight formula. It's very kind of watery, but what I really like about this is it's buildable. So I think when people don't like this, I know a few people who have tried it and thought, oh, I'm not really sure. It's generally because it needs kind of building up on the skin. So I tend to put one really thin layer and then build it up over the top. This is the #1 foundation I always come back to. I cannot imagine it not being in my makeup collection. It's expensive, but it is 100% worth it. And in my opinion, there's nothing else that kind of compares to it in terms of texture that is available on the high street, and I like it a lot. I don't actually have a concealer in this video, but I do have a highlighting concealer slash highlighter, which is the YSL Touche Eclat. This is an iconic product. For me, this is worth the money, and it is one of my favourite high-end products. Again, something that I don't always have and I don't always use, but I always come back to it, and it never ceases to impress me. Every time I use it, I love this stuff. I've used it on and off since I was about 15. When I could get hold of it when I was 15, I used to like beg, steal and borrow it. I didn't steal it, I just begged for it for Christmas and borrowed it from my friends. It's more of a highlighter than a concealer, but I just really like using it in that triangular area underneath here to both brighten and highlight under my eye and along my cheekbone. And then I also really like using it as a brow highlight as well. It works really nicely for that. And on my cupid's bow, down my nose, really, really like this stuff. For other base bits and bobs, a powder from Hourglass. This has had loads of hype over the past few years. Not this particular powder, but the whole ambient lighting powder range in general. And I have to say, they are so worth the hype. They're really, really expensive, but they are lovely. Like, they do something that no other powder really does in the way that they're so lightweight and they're so fine. They blend beautifully, but they just add this incredible glow to the skin. It's not a shimmer, it's not glittery, it's not too much. It's just a beautiful, natural looking radiance. If you do like that kind of dewy, glowy finish, you need to try these. They are so, so good. In terms of colour products for the face, I have to say I always come back to NARS ones, and I think they are especially good value for money when you get them in a palette. Now, I am not going to talk about specific palettes too much because they are usually limited edition, the blush palettes from NARS, but this is the newest one. This is called the Blame It on NARS palette. And I think these are really, really good value for money. Not only are they beautiful, like look at this packaging, it is just, oh, gorgeous. But you get 4 blushes in here. This one, you actually get a brush. A lot of the older face palettes from NARS, you got 6 colours and no brush, and they were more expensive. This one, you get 4 colours and a brush. The plus side with this, the brush is actually really good. Most times when you get one of these tiny little brushes, they are rubbish. This brush is actually really nice. My all-time favourite colour from NARS is Sin, which kind of looks like a bruise in the pan. I've spoken about that loads in the past, but it's really, really lovely. But in general, the NARS blushes are pigmented, they stay on for a long time, they blend nicely, and they last forever. Like, seriously, I think I've hit pan like once on a NARS blush ever. And if you can bag yourself a palette like this, I really think they are a good investment on the makeup front. My final kind of face powder kind of is a bit similar to the Hourglass one, but it's actually a straight up highlighter rather than an all over face powder, is the Celestial powder from Kevyn Aucoin in Candlelight. There's so much hype about this online, and it is 100% worth it. This stuff is magical. It really adds the most beautiful, magical glow to your skin. It's really subtle, there's no shimmer, there's no glitter, it's just glow. It really is pure glow. It is gorgeous. The eyeshadow palette I've picked as my kind of #1 high-end beauty palette is the Marc Jacobs Lolita palette. I've had this for a long time now actually, and I love it. Every time I go back to using it, I am just so surprised again at how wonderful it is. It has 7 colours. They are all just so wearable. There's 3 mattes, 4 shimmers. They are stunning. I wore this on my wedding day. It's the perfect like everyday palette, or you can use the darker ones to kind of make it a bit more sultry for the evening, and just in general, the quality, the blendability, everything about this palette I am in love with, and the packaging is to die for as well. Other eye makeup that I love, the mascara from YSL. This is the shocking version, but the original Effect Fossil and the shocking version are both wonderful. In general, I always say concealer and mascara are products that you don't need to splash out on, because they do amazing ones on the high street. However, every time I repurchase this YSL mascara, I am just blown away by it. It is better than anything available on the high street in my opinion. I don't tend to buy this all the time, but I do very much like it when I have it, and it is an old staple that I will always come back to. Eyeliner, my favourite liquid liner, and one that I think really is worth the money purely for the staying power, is the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. There are a few reasons why I think this is the best liquid eyeliner on the market. The first one being that it is very opaque black, like it is seriously black. And the second being that it stays on like nothing else. I have, and I'm ashamed to admit, I've slept in this before and I've woken up the next day and my eyeliner has still been perfect. This eyeliner does not budge. And the third reason being, when you want to take it off, it's really easy to get off. Honestly, this stuff is my favourite holy grail eyeliner. So the last product is a lip product, and I've spoken about this quite a lot before, but I didn't want to just speak about this colour. I want to speak about the whole range in general, because I think they are pretty much the best lipstick range out there, and they are the MAC lipsticks. This one here is Riri Woo. I probably should get a new one of these because I've had it for a couple of years now, but it is the most gorgeous red. Their mattes are out of this world. This is the retro matte finish, and they are just so matte. The staying power is incredible. The smell of MAC lipsticks is so good. They do all the different formulations. I am pretty sure most of the people watching this video will have tried out a MAC lipstick, if not own one already, so you probably know how lovely they are. They're not the most expensive ones in terms of the high-end world, but they really are some of the best. I do also like Chanel, but I chose this over Chanel, which I guess shows something. So MAC lipsticks are a staple in my high-end makeup bag. And that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe, because it would be awesome. I'll also put all of my social media links to Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and blah blah blah, all of those good places to hang out on the internet. I'll put them in the info bar below, and I'll see you again next time. Bye guys! Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a haul video for you all, and today is not just any old haul, it is a sales haul. The summer sales are on. If you guys have been watching me